Hi there, it's Jill Kaufman, and I'm very excited to be here with Laura Lorber. She's a mediator and a parent coordinator in California, and she is going to help us with three smart moves to prepare for mediation. Welcome, Laura.
Hi, Jill. Thanks so much for having me on.
I'm so glad we're talking about this. So give it to us. Give us
Yeah.
some help for preparing for
All
mediation.
right. So here are my three smart moves. Number one is know what you're asking for. And I'll go into that in a second. Number two is know what your victory is. And number three is know who you need to help you get there. So now let's go back. So number one, know what you're asking for. In a divorce, we're going to be separating finances and we're going to be taking care of the kids. So do you know your finances? Do you have a plan about who's going to move out and how you're going to afford that? And if you can't afford it, how about a cohabitation agreement? In terms of your kids, do you know who your kids really are? Do you know what their temperaments are? Do you know what their extracurricular calendars are? Oh, that's a good one. Have all your calendars ready to go. For the second one, know your victory. And I'm not talking about winning in law. What I'm talking about is what is your life going to look like at the end of this? Is this a gray divorce? Do you need to know that you're taken care of in retirement? Or is this, do you have young kids and you're going to need a co-parenting plan is the most important thing? Like, know what you're going to be asking for and why before you step into that mediator's room. And the
And
third,
what about the house, right? Like
right?
it's a big thing.
That's a big thing. And do you have ideas on whether you're going to sell the house and you have a game plan for what you're going to use that money for? Do you want to ask for an agreement where your partner, keeps helping to pay for the mortgage until the kids are out of school? Like, these are all the things. And how do you even create that vision, right? How do you know what to ask for? How do you figure all this out? This is where the professionals come in. If we're talking about selling our house, like maybe a realtor is the right person to talk to. Maybe you need to talk to somebody who specializes in divorce mortgages and all this stuff. Maybe what you need to figure out is the financial piece. Do you need somebody who's going to help ground you in what your finances are today and help you get all organized? Or do you need somebody who is going to look at all the stocks that you and your partner own and look at what they're going to be worth in, 20 years and how to equitably
Certified
divide it?
divorce,
Yes, a
certified
CDFA, divorce.
CDFA. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, do you need help understanding your kids? Do you need help parenting before you can even start thinking about co-parenting because you guys haven't figured some stuff out? Um, do you need that coach who is going to organize you and help you create a space where you can be less put together so that when you go into that mediation room, you know what to say and you know what you're asking for and you're ready to go? Do you need that therapist who you can call afterwards and say, this happened and I don't even understand myself. Like, why did I lose it at this point? And then
Right.
take that information right back to your mediator. Maybe there's a trigger that they can help avoid the next time that comes up. Um, what else?
And that's also important. You want to be really calm and confident when you walk into mediation. So thinking about all these things and getting the right professionals will help you get to be to a place where you're confident and you feel prepared. Don't walk into mediation without having a plan and a strategy on how you're going to um, get that vision of what is really important to you in your divorce. So this is very important, and I appreciate you getting this out in such a short amount of time, and it will be really helpful for people who are going through this. Now, you have a workbook that you put together that goes
Yeah.
through a lot of this. Can you tell us about
Yeah. And so thank you for inviting me to talk about one of my passions, which is like don't come into mediation without help. And so in order to do that, I've written my first workbook. It's called Your Co-Parenting Plan Blueprint. And the idea is you can work through it. You can take it to your therapist or your coach and work through it with them. It's great if you and your co-parent are working through it separately, but at the same time, because it goes through all of these things and helps you. People think that mediation is negotiation, but there's so much that has to happen before you even get to that negotiation phase. And so if you can work on that before you step into my office, we will get through to the end so much more quickly.
That's awesome. So, Laura, how can people get in touch with you?
They can go to my website, which is gradientresolutions.com. There's a button right at the top. They can email me. You can also go there to get the workbook and to join my Facebook group because we all need support and getting things done. So
That's
let's work through it
awesome.
together.
That's awesome. And we'll put all the links underneath the video. And we really appreciate your sharing your knowledge. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the opportunity, Jill.